Yo conocí una gringa.
This lady lost her bag. She left it in her shopping cart. And she storms up to me and she says, "Someone stole my bag." I was like, "Well, what happened? Did they take it off your shoulder?" And I shouldn't say shit like that. Like, I really shouldn't. Like, I'm gonna get fired for some shit like that. Like, I should, like, but I'm for real. Like, no, I just left it and I walked away and it's gone. She said, "We need to act fast." True story. She made me a part of her problem.
When I was young, I had a big crush on Elizabeth Shue, and she was the love interest in Karate Kid. Started to realize, like, Karate Kid 1 was not a love story between Ralph Macchio and Elizabeth Shue. It was a love story between Mr. Miyagi and fucking Ralph Macchio, and they fucking went off to Japan, and they left her there. The fucking Elizabeth Shue, she was there. The real sequel to Karate Kid is Leaving Las Vegas, because Elizabeth Shue goes off after she gets rejected by Mr. Miyagi and Karate Kid. She goes off to Las Vegas to be a prostitute. Of course, like, and you know, like she doesn't have the same name in the character, because like when you move to Las Vegas to be a prostitute, you definitely change your name, right? So Karate Kid is the prequel to Leaving Las Vegas.
Listen, I want to let y'all know that there's still a lot of differences between black people and white people. Don't get it fucked up, all right? For one, white people like to breastfeed their babies everywhere. Anywhere. They pull their titties out, just in the supermarket, coat on, Uggs on, baby on the chest, and titty out, just picking cheese out.
I'm sorry, I'm tapped out. You gotta just man up.
I don't want to do my taxes!
You're biting my nipple off! Stop! I don't have more milk for you!
I can't find my W-2!
Get away.
I realize, like, the people in the parking lot that are visiting the people in jail are worse than the people in jail. Absolutely 100%. I get online. They're like, you have to get in line. It's just a line in the parking lot. It's leading to nowhere. It's against the chain link fence. And there's like children, and the woman in front of me is like, I just called my baby daddy stealing in Walgreens, so I called 911 on him. I'm like, oh, is he in jail? Is this like the backstory of why you're visiting? No, she was just telling me. She was just telling me another thing that happened to her.
I do know one thing, that trial is gonna be must-see TV. I wanna see that shit. I think he might wear his best sweater. Right before he go to the stand, they play his theme music, he do them crazy dances. And every time the attorney asks him a question, he answers some Bill Cosby gibberish. Like, Bill, where were you at this day?
This happened to me like 2 weeks ago, all right? This homeless guy's trying to get my attention, and I'm walking down the street, and he's like, hey man. And you know, I'm very good at ignoring homeless people because I grew up wealthy. And I remember, I'm not ashamed. There's a nice part of Brooklyn. And few and far between. And you know, he's like, hey man. And I was like, I'm so sorry, sir, I don't have any time for you. And I'm walking away. He goes, hey man, I'll let you kick me in the face for $10. He said to me, and I'm walking away, and I said, I'm so sorry, sir. But did you say for $10, you let me kick you in the face? He goes, yeah, man, come on. I know you know some karate, some bullshit like that. And the answer is yes, I do, because I'm a stereotype. My father's a martial arts instructor, which is how my family's in this country. And so I grew up doing martial arts, like my whole life, you know? Like I grew up in a dojo. Do we get that? Yeah. I grew up in a dojo, doing karate, eating pizza, talking like this. I'm a Ninja Turtle. Does that make sense? So I go up to the guy and I said, "Sir, how did you know that I do martial arts?" He's like, "I was just being racist." So,
Is that what other kind of comedy you guys like? Screwball comedy. Screwball comedy? Oh my god, that's oh Lord. How did I get into this predicament?
Oh, do you know what it means to be emulsified now? I want to tell you this story about being emulsified. Yeah! It goes something like this.
I'm about 21, 22 years old, and I'm noticing, and mind you, I'm a preacher, but watching porn. I'm noticing that I'm watching the males in the porn. Very weird situation, right? And I'm so fucked up in the head because I'm engaged to be married at this point. I join an ex-gay therapy group, a reparative therapy group. Now you laugh, really? You don't give a fuck about jokes, you just want to laugh at my pain, you evil mother. This is real. This is not even like a bit. This is a real fucking thing. Because this is how homophobic we are. Just the thought, just the idea that I would be like looking at guys in a sexual format, like no. Anyway, it was awesome. And like I was like totally coming out of it. Like I felt like masculine and strong and like I was so not gay. It was great. We start group therapy, okay? Because that's a segment of ridding yourself of unwanted same sexual attractions is group therapy. And my partner, my buddy Scott, who was a Mormon, I'm naming names. This is how real this shit is. You know, we're bonding and you know we're getting closer and all this shit. And one night I visit him at his place. And we end up hooking up. I hooked up with the ex-gay guy from my ex-gay therapy group.
Well, the preacher and the pulpit trying to say so. Sister and the brother doing the rock and roll. Deacon